Hey citizen, welcome. So in today's video, me and a friend we're going to make a reaction video on a video from a guy called Rose with the name Star Citizen, the 500 million space MMO that broke me. Today with me is Vash. That's how we call him. That's how he named his name. Right, Vash?
No.
No, you see, it's a no. So he told me about this video and he said it's actually pretty ridiculous. So we have some very salty person here, and I said let's start. Should we start?
Yeah, just to clarify, we haven't watched the video. It's just I know it's just some angry guy at CIG, and that's all.
Yeah, what he said. All right. So I'm gonna start. You're gonna be able to hear the sound and everything, and we're going to be stopping the video and just discussing everything that happens. So it can be a little bit longer video than the usual.
That picks up is too deep for humans to hear. But if you speed up 40 days recording into a few seconds, this is what you get.
Oh, Lord Jesus! Oh, Jesus!
Star Citizen. Why do you exist? You took my time. You took my money. But most of all, you took away my hope for the future of grand space sci-fi MMOs.
But Rose, how do you know it's shit if it's not even out yet? You can't judge a game like this, it's still in alpha.
You can shut up, because this game has been in alpha for over a decade.
That's just because you don't understand the history of the company.
I don't care. I'm here right now to judge this game for what it currently is, not the history or the story of the company behind it. Besides, are you really going to tell me?
That was a little bit ridiculous, though. He's like saying that he doesn't care that it's alpha, and he's going to criticize because anyway, you know. But you can't ignore the fact that this is actually an alpha. It doesn't matter if it's an alpha in 10 years, 20 years, or 50 years. That's the state of the game. When it's ready, it's ready. But you can't be mad at the game when it's not finished. I mean, the game barely functions, man, in some points, at some days.
I think he's angry because the game is not finished because the long time. It's over 10 years now, but he doesn't see the other point. They are not so much working on this game as much as Squadron 42.
True, yeah. But it's
They
not
have
only
two games
that.
they're developing at the same time. It's a brand new company, and I can see his point of view, but still, it's an alpha. You cannot criticize something that is not complete.
I really dislike some stuff because I mean, yes, it is alpha, but also there is no other game on the market with that big of a scope and that many systems and that many groundbreaking systems, like the persistent PES that we're getting now with 318. Yeah. But there is something else. Many people are like, okay, this game 10 years, blah blah. Let me tell you, Grand Theft Auto, the one that everybody loves so much, was in development for 10 years plus, and it cost to be created more than Star Citizen. What have they done so far? So these pointless finger showings, yeah, 10 years, alpha, 500 million, bro, come on. There are other games that cost even more.
Look, I think some people are getting impatient. I mean, they really want to play this game and they want to play it now. And I can understand because I like the project and it's not like something that has ever been done before. The scope of the game, as you say, it's massive. They want to put so many mechanics, engines, and stuff that doesn't currently exist. They need to build everything from the ground up.
Exactly. I totally agree with you, yeah. Okay, let's continue with you. We have a lot of to watch anyway, 17 minutes more.
Okay.
That with 10 years and $500 million, they couldn't make a working MMO. On second thought, if you are one of the Star Citizen apologists, you probably will tell me that. The community I've seen around this game are so zealotous that future cult leaders are right now probably studying how the hell Cloud Imperium managed to indoctrinate these people. Now, I started playing Star Citizen about the time that Early Access ended, and Early Access 3.17.2 began. This game's gonna fully release any day now. any day now. Before we go any further into this hellhole, I'm going to say this right now. This game is not worth your money. More importantly, this game is not worth your time. You should not play it, and you should not have any faith in these developers making this game playable anytime soon. You know, I had one goal to decide.
Okay, that statement was absolute bullshit. That's the biggest other bullshit I've ever heard.
Okay, who the fuck is this guy telling me or anybody what they should do with their money, with their time, with their lives? I mean, I haven't spent that much money on Star Citizen. In matter of fact, I only have 2 starter ships. And I enjoy the game. Every moment I'm in this game, I enjoy it. I play for a year now.
Yeah.
Yes, I started March in last year, so it's been a year. And I look beyond the bugs and everything else like it's alpha, because it's alpha. And I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I enjoy
that's the key
flying
point.
my ship. I enjoy going to planets, exploring, doing the bunker missions, fighting with pirates, becoming a pirate.
Now, the statement that he says, don't buy the game, don't waste your money, is not worth your money. That's the biggest butthurt, crybaby thing that I have ever heard for Star Citizen recently. I tell you why. As Vash just said, the game is really fun. You can have a lot of fun in it. You buy a starter ship for $50, right? You can buy many unfinished games these days even for more money, and they're in worse state than Star Citizen. Let's say it like that, right? But in Star Citizen, you're going there and you're playing, you're leaving the game, doing something else, but you're always coming back to Star Citizen. They always have something new to give you. The content is there. For alpha, for the size of the game, what we have at the moment is not so less, and I'm 100% sure that it's absolutely worth it. At least the $50 that you're gonna pay for a starter ship, I can guarantee you that. If you look in YouTube at the moment, you're gonna find a lot of funny videos from this game. People are so creative. I don't know what's the problem from this guy. Should we continue, or do we want to say
Just
something
a
else?
moment. I think the problem is that a lot of people, when they jump in a game, they expect a narrative to follow some kind of a guideline in the game that gets your progression going.
Yeah,
But in Star Citizen, there is no such guideline. There is no clear line of progression. You just jump in the game and you do whatever you want.
yeah. That's
You need
actually
to
a very
create
good
your
point
own
from you.
adventure. You need to create your own quest. You need to create your own story. It's not story that CIG or anybody have created for you. It's you who are creating your own story. And some people, maybe they lack the imagination to create that story.
It's
I mean,
possible.
like you and me, when we go exploring and we do some shenanigans, you know
Yeah.
what is. But some people are not like that. Maybe they play alone. They don't have friends. I don't know.
But it's amazing also if you play alone. I mean, in Star Citizen these days, it's so easy to find friends there. I mean, we have one of the best communities I've never seen in any gaming community. That we have such a nice community. You go there as an absolute noob, and people are start accepting you and inviting you to play in their ships and show you the game and stuff like that. Anyway, let's continue because we have a lot to watch.
We have a lot of fun.
I'm just getting triggered so early, man. These statements is like, whoa.
Decide whether
that
this game was
statement
worth my time or not.
awful.
I wanted to fly a spaceship. So let me tell you the cautionary tale of a man who wanted nothing more than to enjoy the wonders of spaceflight in an MMO. It was a regular day just like any other. I had just got done working and I had glued my ass firmly to my chair. Then a video pops up in my recommended feed by a guy whose content I actually like. Now, all passing comments that I've seen before this point are either overwhelmingly hopeful or filled with levels of rage that would make Satan scared. So after a quick watch, I think, Star Citizen. I've heard the name before, but I don't know too much about it. All I know is the community is full of shitters. Sounds like my kind of place. Now, this was my first mistake. You see, in the video I had watched, the guy playing the game was playing this on a high-end PC. Mine? Old Toasty over here is mid-range at best.
Bro, I mean, at least clean your fucking PC, man. What the fuck? Look at this.
And what the fuck does he mean? Mid-range. My PC is mid-range.
I don't know, but if he complains that his PC is not working correctly, there are spider webs inside. Look careful. No, seriously, look careful inside.
Yeah, I'm looking. So for tech guys like us, this is horrible. I mean, it's beyond horrible.
Yeah, but the PC is not working normally like this. I mean, never mind. Let's go. Let's go.
He stoops. We can criticize the PC in another.
Triggered. Let's go.
Something I realized very fast when trying to even just open the game. See, Carsight is an unoptimized spaghetti code nightmare of a mess to try and run if you don't have some top tier hardware sitting in your PC right now. And
Yes,
unfortunately
it's
for
alpha.
me, I'm not the owner of a quantum supercomputer. So after a solid 15 minutes of not flying a spaceship, the game finally boots up and I can create my character. And none of these settings are particularly groundbreaking, but they're not bad either. To be blunt, either I'm missing something or all these faces just look very generic. But that's fine, that's okay.
What do you
This is
expect?
an MMO. We're not here for character creation, we're here for gameplay. So next it's on to choosing a starting location, and all is looking good. And right about here's where my second mistake comes in. Since I'm going into this game as blind as I can be, I pick New Babbage, an area that I later learn is the absolute worst place.
Okay, I just understood what is his problem. He's a new player, man. He said he's playing from 317.
And what the fuck does he mean? New Babbage is the worst place. Please continue the video. I want
Yeah.
to hear him.
To start, especially if you're not running a high-end PC. It's known to be the buggiest, most soul-destroying starting zone in the game. Even just loading into this place takes a good 15 to 20 minutes of stuttering and stammering around while everything just kind of pops into existence.
He should go to Orison. Then
What
there
the
is.
fuck? Okay, so I started playing this game with an AMD card, RX 580,
Yeah,
and I
that's
had
true.
zero of his problems.
Yeah.
Zero.
I know. And
And I started at New Babbage, and I'm still starting at New Babbage every single time.
the funniest part is that every content creator, big one that makes videos about Star Citizen and make any guides about this game, is going to tell you start in New Babbage. This is the most new player friendly city. Yes, when you woke up for the first time, there is stutter, and that's very simple. You just need to load all the shaders. Give it 20 seconds to load all the shaders, and after that, the game runs normal, you know? Let's go.
Once we'd started up, and while I was waiting for the game to load into existence around me, I played with the settings a bit. I cranked all those graphics down to the lowest possible setting.
That's a
I
mistake.
turned off VSync
fucking
and prepared
mistake.
my anus to be real comfortable with the excessive amounts of screen tearing I was about to experience. Now, if I were a brighter man while waiting for all this to happen, I might have read a book. I might have played a game on my phone because
So, this is his computer spec, by the way. We can see that he's playing on a 2080, which is not a bad card also. He have 32 gigs of memory. I have the same. We can't see the CPU, but I can see that it's working at 4
But it's working
gigahertz.
better than my CPU.
Yeah, but look at his CPU though. It's 100% on 4.9 gigahertz. I think his bottleneck is actually the CPU.
my PC is not running 2 games at once. Maybe questioned my life choices that led me to the point where I'm spending $45 of my Patreon's hard-earned money on this piece of garbage. But wait, hold on. That's unfair of me to say. It wasn't $45, it was $51.
Just a moment. He's not spending 45 of his hard-earned money. He's paying from other people's pockets, and he's paying for content. You're making content. You're investing this money. You piece of shit.
That makes sense.
$75. You see that box price right there? That's the lowest tier that you can pay to play this pay-to-win game right out the box. But what it
Pay
doesn't
to
include-
win.
What the fuck you mean pay to win?
My God. He just got.
I have 2 starter ships, and I've worked my way to every ship that is available in game for purchase. And I
He-
mean with in game
Pay to win. What do you pay for so you can win? Excuse me, sir. You can buy a mining ship with real money so I can start going mining. Well, guess what? You can do that in-game also. You can buy the same ship with in-game money. And it's cheaper for you because it's in-game money. Let's move on. I'm getting triggered.
Yeah, go.
Is the tax you pay on top of that. To put that into perspective, my entire YouTube channel is just barely worth more than that. So after a quick temper tantrum and realizing that I'm going to be starving for the next week, we're off. New Babage has kind of popped into existence behind the space door that traps us in our space apartment that is surely only a few steps away from our spaceship. And eventually, after molesting every surface I can, I muster up the courage to leave by thinking about it really hard, which allows me to press the button that actually opens the door. While roaming around on the balcony, I accidentally take some space heroin because I clicked the wrong button and head for the elevator. Oh, and while we're just waiting for the lobby outside this door to pop into existence, Cloud Imperium devs, this thing here does not in any way constitute what is an adequate tutorial for an MMO. I've been playing MMOs for nearly 2 decades now, and playing your MMO made me feel like an Alzheimer's patient who accidentally entered a Rubik's Cube tournament.
Hey, you fucking retard. That's because you were supposed to go to your website and start reading.
Look, if I have to leave your game in order to figure out how to do the very basics, then the devs have done a shit job of.
Okay, there is a point here. There is no guide, that's true, but the guide is coming in 3.19 or 4.0. That's true. I can agree with this part. For new players, that's really confusing.
Yeah, it was confusing for us as well, but we learned the game and we didn't complain much. If we didn't know something, we looked it up in the YouTube channels.
Yeah.
But the other thing, there are so many games that just throw you out there and say, figure it out.
Like, what was the name?
Rust is one of those games.
Elden Ring, for example. And people love that game. Elden Ring is exactly this. You start here, do whatever you can. Nobody tells you what you have to do, where you have to go. It's like this, you know?
Yeah. I mean, look at Rust. So Rust just spawns you in the beach, gives you a rock, a torch, and it says, figure it out.
Yeah, there is no tutorial.
And there is like 500 other angry people that want to kill you for no fucking reason.
As a start, for example. Yeah. Should we continue?
Yeah, we should continue.
All right.
Play a game, not read the fucking Silmarillion to try and figure out how to open a door. I mean, honestly, is it that difficult to put in a few prompts so that... Oh, thank God. Okay, the door's open. Well, at least we... Whoa. Hey, buddy. What happened? You lose your space legs in the space war?
He's just nitpicking, man. He doesn't have any ground to complain, and he's just nitpicking. Look at him.
Because surely, after 10 years of development and $500 million, it's not just an NPC clipping through the floor, right? Eventually we hit the metro loop and wait for a train to board. All right, easy enough, I think, but no. I managed to get myself stuck halfway in the door, and I have to wait until the next train comes along and turns me into pasta sauce so I can respawn.
How do you make all this? I'm so confused.
Wait, what's this? We die, and we're not thrown back into our bed, but instead into Space Hospital, where they rebuild us using space medicine. All right, cool. I guess this is...
I have the feeling that this guy is the worst gamer on the planet because I'm playing this game before you. I've played this game like a year before you, right? I've never had this kind of a problems. What the fuck?
With worst hardware, I have worse hardware than his, and the game runs smoother, and I don't have those problems. I mean, everything loads almost instantly.
I've never had New Babbage work the way how he's showing, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is one of those you never actually die MMOs. You're just merely pretending.
Now this is where I called it quits for my first session because my PC was starting to set my room on fire.
Yeah,
and
clean
to
your
be
PC, bro.
completely honest, this game was infuriating. I had spent the last 3 to 4 hours getting to this point, only to be thrown into a hospital, have no idea where I am, and have to find my way back to my spaceship. This is not the new player experience I would recommend for anyone.
Okay, Day 1's a disaster. Not the end of the world. Day 2 has to be better, right? Now you would probably think that just like any other MMO out there, where you log out is where you're gonna log back in. But no, not Kickstarter Citizen. No, what the fuck is this? Is this the Stanley Parable? You're telling me that I have to make this nightmarish run over and over again every single time I log into this game? And why is my head clipping through my dystopian sleeping pod? Hold on, let me just check Space Google quick. I'm sure they've got an answer for me. Well, according to the forum posters, the way to solve this problem is by chopping off my cock. That can't be right. It
Could not
turns
be a
out
problem
that the
for you.
solution to our little clipping problem here through the bed is a quick gender swap. So after a little bit of a Rule 63 on myself, we get out of bed.
We make the same run we did before, but in my desperation to get through the doors before I get stuck in them, I dive onto the wrong train.
Hey, yeah, sorry to bother you. I'm a little bit lost. I'm looking for the spaceport, and I have no idea where
Bro, if this guy is not able to manage the trains and just see the big signs that you have, spaceport, commons, I don't know how he's managing in real life. When you go outside in the fucking metro, you're going like this again? What the fuck? Man, are you...
Okay, stop. You're triggered. But really, is this guy using a guide every fucking time he gets out of his house? Or
I don't know.
apartment,
maybe
whatever?
he's opening the big old map, you know?
No, good thing for Google Maps and guide dogs.
I'm really confused from the stuff that he's complaining and speaking about, man. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, we have a video and he hasn't even started playing the game, and
He complains that he has to wake up
there are
on
big
the bed.
signs. Commons,
Bro.
spaceport.
Yeah.
How the fuck you cannot see them?
It takes brain, you know? 1 brain cell, 2 brain cells, and so
Okay,
on.
leave the guy alone. No, so we are not here to insult him. We are here to criticize the video.
Well, he
nothing
can
else.
insult us. He already called us poopers and I don't know what else.
Yeah, overzealous.
Do you mind helping me out? Hello? So after looking around a bit, going on a bit of a shopping spree and a quick bite to eat, I decide it's time to get my bearings by getting confused by the hieroglyphs that is the key bindings page. I quickly gave up on the
What is
idea and then
hieroglyphic
just
in
began
this?
slamming random
Oh
keys
my
on
god,
the
look at his
until
keyboard,
something
man.
happened. And oh hey, there's a definitely not Pip-Boy menu system from Fallout. So let's find our way back to that train station. Alright, after mucking about a bit more, I think I finally...
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me show you my camera. Guys, check this out. That's my coffee and that's my keyboard, right? I haven't staged anything right now, yeah? That's my keyboard. Look how this keyboard is looking. How can you complain that your PC is not working properly, it's heating up, the game is not running, when you live in a fucking shithole? Bro, I don't want to shame you or anything, but please clean a little bit. It doesn't take that much time, especially your PC, bro. You see how the temperatures will fall down. Wow.
Get it. I mean, I'm probably overreacting. Sure, it takes a full 15 minutes to just load into the game. But that's not really that bad, is it? I was there at the launch, the pinnacle of Q World. I remember classic launch. I've definitely had to wait longer to play a game. And you know, maybe we just had some bad luck. I'm sure from here on out, it's nothing but up. You know, after a little bit more thinking, I'm starting to realize just how genius Star Citizen actually is. If you really think about it, they made a game within a game with nothing but a disappearing floor and a door and a timer. Too fast, fall to your death. Too slow, door closes. Off you go. Better luck next time round. You know, I could play this game for hours because I have to. I have to. If I even just want a passing chance at seeing the ship I paid $45 to fly around. Eventually, after plummeting to my death a few more times, I make it to where the Metro Loop and the spaceport join up. And as my luck would have it, all the elevators leading to the spaceport are busted. A bug, neatly enough, that is solved by completely shutting down the game. and restarting. All the
He
way
didn't press it. You see
back
how?
in our-
Did you see the co-elevator? It highlighted, but he didn't press the button. When you press the button, it says something like elevator code or incoming or whatever. It changes the name there. He didn't even press it. He just only highlighted it.
our apartment. I gotta say, this is what MMOs are truly about. Overcoming adversity. You want a boss battle? This whole game is a boss battle, baby. Never before have I been so utterly challenged and defeated by a game. No, seriously, just think about it for a second. They defeated my bank account. They defeated my gaming skills and literacy that I've spent 2 decades building. And slowly they're defeating my will to love. Hey, but the elevator opened this time around. Let's get out before it closes.
Now, this might all seem like a pretty short trip to you with some over-exaggeration for dramatic effect.
So before we hail that beautiful $45 spaceship and blast off into the stars, let me give you a taste of all the other bugs that I had to deal with to get to this point, just to give you some real perspective on how much I'm not actually over-exaggerating.
He's straight up lying about some of the stuffs.
Yeah, about the sprinting, I think
Yep.
he just lowered his walking
Yep.
speed
Yep, exactly.
with the scroller.
What was the problem here? That he has to reclaim his ship?
The worst part about Star Citizen is that there's plenty of potential here that will probably never be realized. There are amazing mechanics and great detailings all over this place. It's like this weird kaleidoscope of autistic attention to detail mixed in with what looks like a couldn't care less coding attitude at some stages. To be perfectly honest, this doesn't feel like an MMO. I feel like I'm fucking around in one of those crypto metaverses. The community that's become attached to the cancerous tumor that is this game is so hypersensitive to any form of criticism, constructive or not, that it actually doesn't matter what I have to say.
But you didn't criticize anything, bro. The complete video, the only thing that you did is complain and bitch for stuff that don't really happen to most of the people. We've been playing with Vaj this game for a long time. We're very active in the community, in the servers when we go in. I've never seen person complain like you. Most of the time, if I see a new person, it will be asking some simple questions and we're going to be answering and helping the person.
Yeah, there are a lot of new players. Like the other day, there was new players that log in for the first time, and they had a lot of questions, like how to get to the spaceport, how to code their ship. Okay, you ask in chat, everybody's gonna help you. I mean, literally everybody is gonna help you. People are coming out of their way to come and help you for small stuff.
If I have to be honest, I strongly doubt that all these bugs that he's showing are even his bugs, to be honest, because 3.17 is one of the most stable patches that we have had for a long time, right? We've played with you how many hours the 3.17? We have the biggest ships in the game. We have everything. I don't remember having that many bugs or that many disappearing elevators or anything.
I can restart my character right now and make it to my ship in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah. I'm playing with 80 FPS in new Babbage also.
I can even start by looking around at the hospitals, looking around at every corner, and I'm still gonna get to the spaceport in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We are not saying that the game doesn't have bugs. The game has bugs.
Oh,
But
it got bugs, all right.
there it comes the alpha part. The game is still in development. It's not even a complete piece, right? It's normal to have bugs. You can't say fuck this. I'm not going to acknowledge this, and I'm just gonna make a hate video about the game, man. I understand if the game was in early access before release, after the 5 betas that have came out. It doesn't matter how many years, and then you have valid criticism.
No.
Yeah,
I think this video is just a clickbait video for views, nothing more, nothing
you think
else.
so? Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
I think because Star Citizen just made a big leap and claiming that made $500 million on the game, and a lot of people that are angry at the game, dislike the game or dislike the project. I mean, because it's not really a game at the moment; it's just a project.
It is. Yeah,
A lot of people don't like it.
yeah, I know.
How are they making that much money with promises alone? They shouldn't be able to do that. Fuck them.
You know what
And
triggers
this
me the
video
most?
is just a clickbait of stuff that can go wrong. And I guarantee that this person, if he logs in and start trying to play the game, he's not going to encounter even 80% of the shit that he's showing us.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's calling out the game and showing some bugs and stuff. But as you said, he's not even trying to play the game. I have this feeling that there is this type of people who are ready to shit on Star Citizen just because they heard somewhere something, and they don't give a real chance to the game, right?
There are two kinds of people about Star Citizen. So the people who love the game and the people who hate the game. There is nowhere in between. So
Exactly,
some
but that
people
was
are
that was my
protecting
point.
their
He's not
investment
trying.
and well,
He's not even trying. He's showing some stuff that are ridiculous, you know.
yes, I understand you, but everybody has their own opinion about everything. So it's okay for him to criticize the game for what it is because there are a lot of bugs and some of the bugs that he's showing are real and there are problems for players, especially new players that are expecting to be able to play. But the stuff that he is showing from the start is something that I I don't know. I haven't encountered. I haven't heard any new players encounter. I mean, the problems come when you start to try to play the game.
Yeah. I'm also baffled about this stuff because I never experienced what he claims that he has experienced. It's like I'm like, do you play the same game that we play? Or I'm so confused. I don't know.
I mean, you can get stuck behind the doors of the trains.
Train, but you need to do
You
it
can go-
purposely. I have done that. I have tried to enter the train when the doors are closing, and then yes, sure, but you need to push to do that.
I mean, I literally boarded the train in the last second. The doors were closing, and I went through the doors literally.
Yeah, the disappearing elevator, for example, that's a bug. It's not actually. It is a
No,
bug.
that's not a bug. That's a rendering problem at his part.
Yeah,
Because his PC cannot handle the render. He needs to wait for the
rendering to finish.
render and then
Yeah.
He probably I don't know if this was the original specs of his PC running at 4 gigahertz and having 2080. Where are those problems coming from?
I can tell you where.
Lower specs than his on my PC, and I don't have those problems.
Yeah, you don't because your PC is clean and can breathe and actually can have normal temperatures.
I have to wait between 2 or 3 seconds when I go into a space station and go down the elevator for everything to load. But those are 2 or 3 seconds. The doors open. I need to wait for everything to render in, and then I get out of the elevator and continue on with what I'm doing.
Dude, I've been playing 318. You know that I've been playing 318 for a long time now since they released it to backers and everything, right?
Yeah, okay.
I have to tell that I know that there was a lot of bugs in the 318, but until I was playing, I didn't actually notice that many bugs and stuff. Even in the PTU of the PTU, you know, it's like working game. It's like, what the hell? I'm like, let's finish the video though. We're almost there.
At all will be met with people shitting on me. You might actually spot a few of them in the comments below this video, and you might notice that they will lose their shit over any minor detail that doesn't already fit neatly in the narrative they have placed inside their tiny little mind. Now, putting aside another blood-sucking leech attached to this cancerous tumor that we
Who is with the tiny little mind? I'm curious though. The person who can't manage and play a video game, or those who actually managed and are playing this video game?
all like to pretend doesn't exist and we call pay to win. This wouldn't hurt so bad if this game was completely garbage, or if it just so happened to be an outright scam. To now go ahead and piss off people with sensible opinions, it would be wrong of me to call this an outright scam, because under this infestation of bugs, the thin veneer of really neat graphics, there is actually something playable here. Definitely not something that I believe is worth your money or any of your precious time that you spend on this little blue and green testicle we call Earth. I think that any reasonable MMO fan out there wants MMOs to succeed, even the ones they don't personally like, because this genre needs as many good games as it can get. There is nothing that comes even close to the kind of memories that you can build inside of an MMO. But that doesn't mean that we should accept being treated like mushrooms, you know, kept in the dark, continually shoveled shit. You know, at this point, it's not even about the spaceship anymore. I just want to know that as MMO fans, our standards haven't dropped so abysmally low that we're so ready to accept being used as unpaid interns to test some alpha build of a game that's obviously not even close to being ready. I want to know that the people who love MMOs still have some self-respect left. That somewhere out there, that even for us there is a line in the sand. A point where we're gonna put our foot down and...
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Woo! Spaceship!
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh, this is so exciting. Oh god, look at that. Look at the chair, it's so detailed. Oh, that's so, oh, look at that. Oh, it's so smooth getting into the chair. That looks so cool. Oh, and there's even a yoke. Oh, look at that. And there's even a whole screen in front of me. Oh, look at that lineup. Okay, game of the year. Game of the year. I take back everything bad I've ever said. This is the best game I've ever played in my life. Ever. There's never been a better game. I swear to God, I'm gonna play this and nothing else. Off to the stars we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go!
That's just idiotic. Everything that he said until now, sir, if you see that video, I want to tell you that you're an idiot. I've never seen that big of an idiot.
I don't know why I'm wasting my time commenting on this piece of shit.
I watched this video. He tried to fly. Now he
Okay,
listen, look at this. No. Wait.
Finish.
No, his video is finished for me. But we'll finish. But think about this. He knew how to start his ship, all the systems.
Yeah.
He knew how to fly off. I'm sure that he knew how to open the doors up, but he chose to break the ship in the doors. Fucking idiot.
I'm telling you,
Clickbait.
he knew where he was going, he knew everything, and he just clipped this video together from bugs that he probably found on the
I'm sure.
internet, or
Yeah, he saw the big
he managed
YouTubers
to-
that enjoyed the game. So many people love the game, and he decided, okay, I'm gonna make a quick video sheet on it so I can make some extra views probably. Let's finish it.
Yeah, look, the game is starting to get more popular now and has more players than ever before.
Yeah.
So this year alone, I mean the previous year, the population of the game went like double.
Mhm.
So now is a good time to get on the bandwagon if it's the praise or the bad things about the game. Everybody can make a little bit of content and money
Yeah.
out of
And
it.
look, now we have between 30 and 50,000 people playing the game daily. That's the official statement from Cloud Imperium. And the game was not as popular before. So now they see, okay, the game is actually getting like a game. There is plenty of content. We need to push that initial
Yeah, but I can
first player
okay.
experience, and they're making it.
Yes, but I can tell you something else. The bigger bulk of the people that are currently playing the game is not the people that have paid thousands for ships, or the people like you and me who have every ship that we grinded. It's the people that are just starting.
Sure.
It's the new players that are currently playing.
Yeah, sure. But there are a lot of people that play the game. It's not only new people, but most of the people who play the game for a longer time, they have learned very important thing. Play the game, play other games too. If you play only Star Citizen, you're not going to make it, man. It has bugs. It's alpha. It's alpha.
Yeah, but
That it is.
it's alpha. It has bugs, and like I said at the beginning, you need to create your own adventure in the game.
Sure.
So there is
Yeah.
no one who can create it for you. When you're a new player, you can come in the game. People are going to invite you to come with them on adventures that they make. But if you want something else or different, you need to create your own.
Absolutely. It's in every game is like this though. It's not only Star Citizen. Even in narratively driven games, you can create your own adventures. You know.
I don't think so. Not you don't have that much freedom as you have here.
But you can still create your own adventures. I mean, look at, for example, the new Harry Potter game that came out. I mean, I beat the game. I finished the campaign and everything. But I can do so many other stuff in the game. I can continue playing.
Let's
You know.
finish this video.
Yeah,
and
let's go.
We're going to comment on the.
Sure.
You're safe. You suffered a catastrophic injury, but you're okay.
Where?
Now don't
No.
rush anything, but you're free
No.
to go when you feel comfortable.
No.
Yeah, that statement right here.
Mm-hmm. If you ever see that video, get in touch with us. We're gonna take you on some real Star Citizen adventures so you can see actually the game.
Okay, the video is finished for me.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
done.
don't want to think. A lot of the things that he shows are currently fixed, and there are bugs. Like elevators are not completely 100% without any bugs. But
Sure.
like, you need to have a decent PC, some time and patience. When you don't see something, it means you need to wait for it to render. And this guy just knew the game. He knew where he was going. He knew how the systems work. He knew everything about the game, and he just pointed out the clickbait, buggy stuff that currently doesn't exist. Most of it.
Yeah, I can agree with you.
That guy can have his opinion. I don't mind him. He doesn't like the game like any other people on the planet. They can love it, hate it, whatever. But I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm not telling anybody should they play, how should they spend their money and time. Who is this guy to tell people to have this message? Don't do this, don't do that.
This is what I hate the most in the recent YouTubers, how the YouTubers have turned out. You know, they're like, bro, if you buy this ship, you're shit. You know, what the fuck? It's my money.
The pay to win thing is something really stupid. So you just need a starter ship for this game. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
From this ship alone, you can make it to whatever ship is in the game currently right now.
Yeah, and there are plenty of ships for every type of a gameplay.
When you're new at the game, you don't need a bigger ship. First of all, you don't need it. You're just going to hate every moment of it. You do small things that bring you joy.
Mostly learn how to fly. I mean, the game is a simulator. It's not that easy. Don't mind what he's showing you. When you don't, most of the time you're not going to have these bugs. You can go take your ship, but still it's a sim. You learn how to fly. You need to learn the keybinds. You need to learn how to do some certain stuff. And
yeah, but a new player is not going to get in the game knowing that there is a mining professor in the game and say, I want a mining ship. I want to mine.
Yeah. Unless he's not like me and you and watch 1,000 videos.
Yeah, the first thing I ever did in this game is go to my ship, take off in my ship, and just fly like crazy. I didn't even bothered about missions or anything. I was just flying for I don't know how many hours. I was just exploring.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember when it was fun. That's I think one of the initial things that every new player wants to do in this game is just fly. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a fucking spaceship go in space and fly around and visit planets, which you can do in this game? You know, there are plenty of planets. You can go there, land at any point of the planet. It's not just some pre-rendered random places that you can go. You can go wherever you want. That's the massive scope that in the game that you have. You know, it's like absolutely understandable. Now, to be fair, Cloud Imperium, they need to implement this beginner's guide. It is time, and they know that, and they're working on it. I don't remember exactly, but I think they said 3.19 or 4.0. It will have this new player experience in the game. It is time. The game is not easy. I can agree with that, but most of the stuff that this guy showed in this video was bullshit.
Actually, I've looked at some of the progress they are making about this new player experience.
Mhm.
There are markers. I mean, when you go close to something that you can interact with, a big F icon is showing and you
Mhm.
telling you need to press F to interact with this button.
Yeah.
So they are working currently on a system for new players, and this system will be able to be turned off and off, on and off. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Mm.
It's alpha. They're working on everything.
You
They're
know,
currently working to create some stable game-like thing, and they're
yeah.
thinking about everything. But it's gonna take time. It's going to take a lot of patience from the players. I understand. I want to play this game and I want to play it now. I don't like the bugs and I want them removed. I want a lot of things to happen in this game, like bring more professions, to get more ships. I want a lot of things from this game, and I'm not the happiest person about the project. But still, it's not a game, it's a project. People need to understand this is a project.
Yeah. There is something else that I wanted to point before we finish up. Star Citizen, as a project, as a game, as an alpha, you're not going to find another studio that is going to give you that detailed roadmap of what they're doing, on what they're working currently, what's in the pipeline. Star Citizen is probably the only game on the market that has such detailed roadmap and gives access to all players to see. Now, these guys have absolutely amazing communication. They make videos and everything, you know, and they're letting you know, okay, that's our teams, we're doing that and that. Sure, sometimes they don't
Sometimes
represent.
it's not that clear.
Yeah, sometimes they're not.
I mean, they kind of make some stuff that currently, I don't know how to say it. It's like they're saying we're working on that, but we're working on this, and you think, okay, so what are they currently working on? Because you get
Sometimes they're not
confused.
clear what they're presenting.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that clear, but they're working on a lot of stuff, and the team is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And just my closing statement is, the game, you should decide if it's worth for you or not. You cannot let anybody tell you what you should spend your money, how you should spend your time, and you don't need to buy the most expensive and big ship. You
Yeah.
just need a starter pack, and if you don't like the
Yeah.
game, you have 30 days time to
Refund
request
it.
a refund.
Yeah. Absolutely right. That's also what I'm going to say. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. If you like something, try it yourself. Don't be discouraged, right? As Vash said, you can refund the game. You have 30 days. You don't need to buy the most expensive ships, just buy the cheapest one. Go inside the game, ask for help in chat. I can guarantee you, in the first 20 seconds, you're going to find people who are going to there to help you. how to fly and everything, and they'll take you on missions and stuff. I think we're gonna end it here. It's already getting a little too late, too long as a video. Yeah. If you managed to get to the end of the video, we both thank you for listening our rumblings, and yeah, leave a comment down below. Let me know what do you think about this video. Do you play Star Citizen? Do you want to play Star Citizen? Do you have as much as bugs that like these guys? Because we don't, and we play for a long time. And yeah, I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.